Praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Wawakabradash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect throughout the four corners of this whole entire earth, no matter where, whom they may be, or what they may look like. To the rest of the church who believe as well, including you women, to the dead in Yahweh Shai also. And through water to Yahweh Shai, because without him enduring and going to that cross for the nation of Israel, none of this would even be possible whatsoever. You got it.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 12. The time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
I have this article. It's from New York Post. It says, New York City is dead forever, by James, it's just beautiful, man, by James Altucher.
Look him up.
Then it says, I'm going to just go to the point. Let's see. Now it's completely dead, but New York City always bounces back. No, not this time. But New York City is the center of the financial universe. Opportunities will flourish here again. Not this time. New York City has experienced worse. No, it hasn't. A Facebook group, Into the Unknown, formed a few weeks ago that was for people who were planning a move and wanted others to talk and ask advice from. Within 2 or 3 days, it had about 10,000 members. Every day I see more and more posts. I've been in New York City forever, but I guess this time I have to say goodbye. I've been screenshotting them from my scrapbook. Now, if anybody knows, New York City is like the capital of America. The truth even started in New York City. Hip-hop music started in New York City. Some of the most prominent celebrities, a lot of them come from the East Coast in New York City, man. And seeing that this Amalekite, this Jewish bastard, he's talking like, hey man, New York City's not bouncing back.
That's right.
He's saying it's a wrap, according to him. And I believe it, because thanks to COVID-19, among other things, it is really crippling this society right before your eyes, all right? And I'm wearing this for the record because I forgot the garment at the crib, for some of y'all wondering. Go ahead, brother.
The time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
So everybody is about to get it here coming soon. Here it is as America is collapsing. Whether you own a business, whether you're going to a business to buy, the Most High is saying, look, wrath is coming upon everybody.
That's right.
So if New York City is going at a decline, you know that's a big problem for the rest of America itself. And like I said, the East Coast of New York, that's like the capital of America. You're good. So seeing that that's falling, you better beware and know that America's following right along with it. Go ahead.
That's right. The time is come, the day draweth near. Let not the buyer rejoice, nor the seller mourn, for wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
So not one person's better than the other. When the Most High starts to judge, you're going to get it ultimately if you're not of his elect.
That's right.
Whether you are poor, whether you're rich, whether you own a business, whether you're shopping at some business, the Most High said, look, when he brings his wrath, the whole multitude's going to get it. Okay? Let's touch on Jeremiah 51 and 46. So seeing this article, among other things throughout the world, you know this economy is not bouncing back. It's over, man. It's done. And a lot of you are very optimistic. Clearly, you should be optimistic right about now, seeing everything that's happening, everything that's going at a decline. It's not bouncing back as you would think.
Wake them up.
You might see it kind of accumulate, and then what happens? It drops right back down. You're hearing more COVID-19 cases popping up here and there. People still dying from that. When it first came around, you had people saying, after about a month or two, you know, we'll bounce back, things will be good. Here it is in September 9th to be exact. It's still going on. People are still getting jacked up.
That's right.
I had a dude at my job, man. Dude was just totally disappointed. He came to work and he was saying that somebody in his family tried to kill themselves, man. But that just shows you what? These devils, they're hurting, man. Deep down inside, they're hurting.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 46. Unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that in another year shall come a rumor and violence in the land, ruler against ruler.
Keep going.
Therefore, behold, the days come that I will do judgment upon the graven images of Babylon, and her whole land shall be confounded, and her slain shall fall in the midst of her.
So a lot of so-called Americans are going to die. And a lot of them feel it in their spirit. That's why this Edomite at my job, he was all disgruntled. Pretty much in a low spirit. That was the first thing he said to me. The second I pulled up at my job, I don't even talk to this dude like that. And he found it in himself to want to tell me about somebody close to him, once again, attempted suicide. These Edomites is hurting, man.
That's right.
You Jake got to wake up and see this society is not meant to last forever. It was never built up to last forever. Really,
that's right.
It was only set up for punishment. That was it. Okay? Go ahead.
Therefore, behold, the days come that I will do judgment upon the graven images of Babylon, and her whole land shall be confounded, and all her slain shall fall in the midst of her.
So that image, that damn Caesar Borgia, who you people call so-called Jesus Christ, Buddha, all of your idols, man, whatever idol you may serve and you claim as a god or something that you hold to dearly for your spiritual protection, the Most High is going to destroy all that. That includes these celebrities that you look up to as idols. Look at what happened to Kobe Bryant, man.
That's right.
Okay? The only thing worse than that in basketball would have been Michael Jordan dying. The Most High is killing off certain celebrities that are actually important, man. That actually have done big things. And he's showing you, no matter how many women dig you, how handsome you think you are, how much money you got and you can't fold it, the Most High says you can't escape my judgment.
That's right.
So when these idols start dying, these celebrities that you look up to, when they start dying, that's supposed to put fear in you and remind you at the end of the day, they're still mortal men, just like everybody else. Being successful in this world, having money in this world, does not make you bulletproof, man. It doesn't make you death-proof, like you can't die. Don't make you immortal.
Wake them up.
It don't mean your worst enemy can't run up on you and take your life away from you, man. The Most High is bringing judgment, and ultimately it's going to lead up to the ultimate judgment of the missiles being shot over here and hitting this place, along with other parts of the earth. Okay, go ahead.
Then the heaven and the earth and all that is therein shall sing, for Babylon, the spoiler, shall come unto her. The north saith the Lord.
Read that again, bro.
Then the heaven and the earth and all that is therein shall sing for Babylon, for the spoiler shall come unto her from the north, saith the Lord.
And what's that speaking of? That's speaking of Russia, man. The North country being Russia. Russia's going to be one of those places to send those missiles over here to North America. Okay, go ahead.
Ye that have escaped the sword, go away. Stand not still. Remember the Lord afar off, and let Jerusalem come into your mind.
Keep going.
We are confounded, because we have heard reproach. Shame hath covered our faces, for the strangers are come into the sanctuaries of the Lord's house.
What's that, 51?
Yeah.
Keep going. Take it to about 56.
Wherefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will do judgment upon the graven images, and through all her land. The wounded shall groan, though Babylon should mount up to heaven, and though she fortified the height of her strength. Yet from me from me shall spoilers come unto her, saith the Lord.
So America's about to have a heavy fall because America's at its highest. America's done a lot of rape, robbery, and murder, and it has accomplished its wickedness.
That's right.
Through Esau. So now the Most High is saying, at the top, of your success is when I'm going to cut you down. And that's what you're seeing happening to America. America has done so much wickedness, although a lot of other countries may look up to this place. They may want to visit here, looking at this place as the land of milk and honey. But then they get here and they see that a lot of what they've been told was not only lies, but it's far worse than what they could have imagined.
That's right.
Okay, you have potholes here, man. You ain't got to worry about potheads. You got to worry about potholes here in America. You might be in a nice fancy whip. You might be driving a brand new 2020 Lamborghini or whatever, and you got to drive 20 miles per hour because you got potholes every damn where you go, man.
Wake 'em up.
This place is falling, man. It's decaying. But some people, they believe it's perfect here. This is the land of perfection. This is the land where you can make your dreams come true. It's only an American dream because it's all lies when it comes to you Israelites. It's a dream. That's why you got to wake up to this truth. This is what wakes you up out of that American dream. Because that mentality is the same mentality that has destroyed you. If America's not meant to, if it's not built to last, why would you follow behind it? Go ahead.
A sound of cry cometh from Babylon, and great destruction from the land of the Chaldeans, because the Lord hath spoiled Babylon and destroyed out of her great voice. When her waves do roar like great waters, a noise of their voice is uttered. Because the spoiler is come upon her, even upon Babylon, and her mighty men are taken. Everyone of their bows is broken, for the Lord God shall recompense, shall surely requite.
And that shows you in this third World War, America's going to lose. That's the outcome. But a lot of you might say, well, if America's going to lose, who's going to be the next in power? If you go to the Moabites, they believe in their mind they got next. If you go to them Russians, which are really just another branch of Edomites,
That's right.
they believe they have next. No, man. We have the next kingdom to come,
Wake 'em up!
and it's going to be an everlasting kingdom, an everlasting dominion. But before those missiles get shot over here, the RFID chip has to be implemented. That's why when you look at gold and silver, that being the real currency, even that's collapsing too. Because Esau, he's trying to hit this society in every angle to where you might feel if the economy collapses, well, I could just go to the Bitcoin, or I could just go to gold and silver. Esau is going to chop all that down to where you're going to be forced to get that chip.
That's
They're
right.
trying to force you to get vaccinated and then receive that chip by the end of this year. So that chip could possibly be here before this year is up. And you still have Israelites out here trying to figure out what the hell is going on, still trying to make mockery in what we're doing, still
That's
got
right.
family members making light of the situation.
That's right.
But ultimately, that's the Heavenly Father separating his elect from those he doesn't want to be delivered. And it may hurt because we have people that we care about. We don't want to see them destroyed.
That's right.
We don't even want to hear about them being destroyed. But you have to understand at the same time, this is the Lord's program. We just in it for the ride, and we just hoping to be on the right side when it goes down.
That's
All
right.
right, now let's touch on James 5:3. Touching on what I just said, man, about gold and silver. Because, you have a lot of people, they depend on that as if, well, if the money fails, I could just depend on gold and silver. I'll just invest in different stocks. Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of James, chapter 5, verse 3. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days.
So you have a lot of people so-called doomsday prepping for these last days. You have a lot of Edomites who are aware of this society collapsing right now.
That's
They're
right.
known as doomsday preppers, okay? And they're getting food together. They're investing in gold and silver, trying to hide their goods, preparing for the evil to come here in these last days. But the Most High just said that's going to fail you. So putting your faith in your money putting your faith in gold and silver or in Bitcoin and your financial gain is going to fail you. The Most High is going to make it where you're not going to be able to go anywhere on earth and buy or sell unless you have the chip, the mark of the beast.
That's right.
You can't pull out a block of gold and it be authentic gold, man. Pull out real silver, it be authentic silver. It's not going to mean anything if you don't have a chip. You have to have some kind of system implanted in you, which is going to be your wallet. It's going to be your identification. It's going to be your GPS. They're going to know where you are at all times due to this chip. So for those of you saying, well, we can just put our faith in this gold, in this silver, in Bitcoin, I can put my faith in the dollar, although it's crashing, all of it's going to fail you. The Most High is about to tighten things up, man.
That's right.
He's about to tighten this joint up, okay? Read that again, bro.
Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days.
And are we not in the last days right now?
That's right.
Absolutely. All right? And when you go into that word cankered, that's pretty much just saying like the gold or silver is going to be rusted. That's the Most High just saying it's not going to do you any good. Especially, what scripture is that? Try Isaiah 13 and 16. Maybe 15.
That's children being dashed to pieces, and unto them shall fall by the sword.
Yeah, try to read that. That might be it.
Okay. This is the book of Isaiah.
Let's start at 16.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Now, these days are going to come, and a lot of you people might say, well, if I got money or if I got food, all I got to do is use that as transaction to spare my life. The Most High is going to have a spirit so vicious in this world, suddenly money's not going to really matter.
That's right.
You can have whatever material item you have. You can even offer up your wife. You can do whatever you want to do. The Most High is going to put a fierce spirit on them Russians to kill you Israelites, you 2/3, and the rest of you heathen, man. Okay? They're going to come here. The Most High has this thing set up. It's going to be beautiful, man, because it's going to be out of nowhere. You might just be hanging out with your boys, doing a whole bunch of wicked shit. You might be committing adultery, smoking a black and mild, a cigarette.
That's right.
In a group. All of a sudden, you look up in the air, you might see a bunch of men with parachutes, man, coming down and start slaughtering people like the movie Red Dawn.
That's right.
Now read the next verse, bro.
That's it right there.
Next verse.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them,
That's speaking of the Russians. Go ahead.
which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Why? Because they're coming for your life. So whatever materials that you have that you may think is going to get you through in these last days, the Most High already told you in James, your silver and your gold is going to be rusted. As in, look, that ain't going to save you. It ain't going to mean nothing. Because the Most High is going to amp it up where these other nations, you already have China talking about gathering their army to get ready to kill Americans, man.
That's right.
I mean, come on. You think they're just saying these things just to get you nervous, and then things bounce back, and then we shake hands, and then we just keep doing business deals with China? Everything that comes from China, we just going to keep purchasing from China. China, China, China. We still buddies. China's trying to kill you damn Americans, man. Okay? This society, not only is it collapsing, your so-called government's trying to kill you damn Americans.
That's right.
Okay? You police officers, you're going to be replaced with military troops. A lot of you don't understand that. And in order for you to keep your job, you're going to have to get chipped. Okay? And a lot of you are going to do that, and you're still going to get replaced. Okay? Because when it's time to pull the trigger, when the order is given, a lot of you people, you're going to say, I'm not doing that. Well, Esau has groups of men, and these other nations have groups of men that are set up and prepared to kill on sight.
That's right.
They're not worried about children.
They're
not worried about beauty. They're not worried about how buff you look, man. They have ways of taking people out the game, okay? And the Most High is putting that spirit on these different nations. And this is speaking of Russia right now. Okay, read that again, bro.
Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
So you might be, here, take everything you want. They're gonna be telling you to shut the hell up in their language. You're gonna be confused, like, I don't know what you're saying. That's gonna piss them off, man.
That's right.
I don't know how they talk, whatever their accent is, man. And you're gonna be nervous, man. Please just take whatever you want. They telling you to shut up and you just keep talking, man. Next thing you know, he's gonna blow your noodles out your head. Because they're not coming for you to try to give them some kind of money or some kind of ransom gift, man. They're coming to kill. And the Most High is gonna put that spirit on them. And ultimately, the next verse is gonna tell you those bows, those missiles are gonna be sent over here and they're gonna destroy people along with the other countries. Go ahead.
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children.
Even little babies, they gonna put to death, man. You're gonna see little babies out here. I know this sounds harsh. You're gonna see little babies getting killed, man. You're gonna see young kids getting killed, really murdered, man. Put to death by these Russians, man. The Most High ain't playing.
I support them. They're being responsible. That's like they're trying to celebrate.
Not playing with you.
They gonna be, man, brutally raping women. Okay, then they gonna kill the woman. And I'm telling you, man, these Russians are so brutal. They on that Viking stuff, man. Not only are they gonna rape a woman, they gonna take her head off, man. And then pass her head around while they laughing, talking their language, and probably drink to her death, man. And then go around and start killing some more. And then when they get the urge to want to do it again, they gonna do it again. They gonna have some fun, man. Okay? Now you better believe the Most High has his ways of doing things. You might say in your mind, how could something like that happen? Easily. Trump's already been talking about a wall for the longest, man. This is the city without walls that the scriptures is talking about. Ain't no walls gonna protect the helicopter or a fleet of airplanes from flying over it, man.
That's right.
Okay, you might have, certain technology that can seek out missiles and shoot them down, but every missile can't be sought out, man. You have missiles that can be under radar, that can't be pretty much predicted on where it's going, where it's coming from, until it hits. Go ahead.
Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of Chaldees, excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
So what kind of spirit should you be in, seeing that we in these end times, seeing that this can happen at any given time, especially the times we're in right now? It's evident. America is at the point where she's bent over, ready to get popped, man. It's just a matter of time before the Most High really amp things up and she get it, man. Because America, she's about to really get her turn. It's time, man. It is time. Let's hit Luke 12 and let's jump to 16.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 16.
And this is for a lot of you damn celebrities and you people who are going about your life like none of this could happen to you. Go ahead.
And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within himself, saying, what should I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits.
So imagine a man having so much stuff, he don't even know where to put it, man. Because he's just wealthy. He has abundance. Go ahead.
And he said, this and I will do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods.
And that word bestow, that really just means to gather. Go ahead.
And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry.
So be happy, be glad, man. We living it up. What should we be mad about? We successful. Let's drink to success, brothers. You got rich people, they do that. They try to be all positive luck. We rich. We ain't got nothing to be mad about. We made it. They cheers each other up, get all happy and merry, talk about what they're going to do the next 3 years, how they're going to expand their business, what kind of offerings they have, business offerings. Go ahead.
But God said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided?
So imagine having all these things, and the Most High just take you out. Well, guess what? Your clothes, your shoes, somebody else gonna be wearing that stuff, man.
That's right.
Your nice car, somebody else gonna be driving it.
That's right.
Your woman, if she wasn't already committing adultery, she gonna be getting popped by somebody else.
That's right.
Life goes on. But a lot of you put your faith in money. You put your faith in gold and silver, and you don't know when your life is required. The Most High is like, you fool, here you are, you happy, you splurging, not knowing this is the day I'm going to kill you. Nobody knows when that day is. But you go about your life like it's not going to be the day. Any day that you wake up could be your last day, man. That's why us in this truth, we got to be diligent, man. Because our life can be required at any given moment. That's why we hope and pray that the Lord protects us so that we can be here and see the downfall of our enemies.
That's right.
I want to see the downfall of my enemies.
That's right.
But that's not up to us. If the Lord requires our spirit, so be it, man. Go ahead.
But God said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things which thou hast provided?
Well, to be honest, those things are really for the elect here in these last days. Hit Job 27:16. Because that's the question. So when you die, when you niggas die, who's going to enjoy your possessions? Here in these last days, we are. Because, see, when all hell breaks loose, brothers is going to be on the move. You might come across a big-ass mansion full of wine, full of food. You might have 10 women with you. You might have 30 women. You might not want that many women because you don't want that attention.
That's right.
You might have your children with you also, okay? But you might come across a place that has an abundance. And the person that saved all that up, they died, man. They got killed off. They don't even exist no more in the physical realm. But here it is, they laid up all these things, and it wasn't even for them. It was really for us. Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 27, verse 16. Though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver.
Read that again.
Though he heap up silver in the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver.
So we gonna be in your house while you in a concentration camp, Lord willing. You know, some of us, we gonna be out here on the move. We're gonna come across a house. We might need some new clothes. We've been wearing the same clothes for 3 days because we've been on the move. Open up a closet full of a whole bunch of tuxedos or whatever clothing he may have, man. You in his closet, wearing his brand new shoes, wearing his brand new shirt, eating the food in his freezer, his fridge, or whatever the case may be. Because really, the Most High is looking out for you. The Most High sent the raven to feed Elijah, man. Hot meal. Imagine being in the middle of nowhere and the Most High just sent a bird to you with a big-ass hot cheeseburger, man.
That's right.
Freshly hot. The steam's still coming out of it. You're going to be like, if you carnal, you're going to be like, what the hell? But if you want a spirit, you're going to know that's from the Most High. And I shouldn't be surprised this is happening because he does things like this. This is how he works, man.
Wake him up.
And here in these last days, these miracles are going to start being performed again because he's starting to deal with us again like in the old days. So the riches that are being heaped up by these Edomites and these other people is really for us, man. The scriptures is telling you right there. It's for us. Go ahead.
He may
16 through 17.
17. He may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver.
And who are the innocent, man? That's the elect, because in the eyes of the Lord, the elect are looked at as sinless, man. They've been justified, all right? But you're not going to be justified if you're not out here doing this work. If you're playing games, you're sitting on this truth. Hit Revelations 3:15. Because it's more than just coming out here and doing the work. You got to live this, man. And the Most High, he's not the type that you're just going to get over on and he missed something. He thought you was in the truth, but turns out you deceived him. No, man.
Catch the motherfuckers eating. Bro, you got shrimp.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing, bro?
Exactly.
You still going on?
Exactly. Ultimately, that's the Lord. Matter of fact, hold that. Get Job, I think it's 12 and 16.
This is the book of Job, chapter 12, verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his.
So if you're deceived, the Most High deceived you. And if you're going around deceiving people, the Most High is using you to deceive people. The Most High control everything. So ultimately, there's no one against the Lord, man.
That's right.
If you curse out the Lord right now, ultimately he made you curse him out through Satan, man. Okay, because he didn't want you. No, nothing in this world is against the Lord. So if you got niggas out here perpetrating, acting like, well, I ain't eating pork, but you eating a damn crab sandwich. Okay, you got a lot of hypocrites like that.
Wake them up.
The Lord gonna see you, man. Okay, now we can touch back on Revelations 3. The deceived and the deceiver are the Lord's. He controls everything, both sides, man. He controls those in the truth. He controls those who deny the truth.
3 and 16.
I'll start at 15, take it through 16.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 3, verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot.
This is Yahweh Shai speaking, by the way, man. He's saying, look, I'd rather you be cold, which is not being the truth at all, or if you're going to be in the truth, you got to be on fire, man. You got to be about this. Other words, all that in-between shit, that ain't going to work with him. He going to cut you loose, man. He going to kill you. Go ahead.
So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
And who wants to eat a lukewarm meal? Who wants a cold cheeseburger, man? Or a cheeseburger that's room temperature?
That's right.
Okay? Who wants to eat food that's meant to be hot, lukewarm? You're going to spit it out your mouth, man. And not only that, it's scientifically proven that when you eat certain lukewarm foods, it damages your immune system. Okay? Go ahead.
So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Because thou said, I am rich and increase with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind.
And you have a lot of people who think they in the truth, man. Because you know in this knowledge, you got the riches, man. You got the kingdom coming, but then you're not really presenting yourself to be in this truth for real. And you over here thinking, yeah, I'm good, the Most High rocking with me. And the Most High looking at you like, this nigga crazy, man. This nigga over here sitting on the work, and he over here confident like I'm going to rock with him, man. Like I'm about to come through and deliver this dude. This dude crazy. But I got him bugged out like that. But that's the terror of the Lord. So either you're going to do the work or lose the fire. So when all hell breaks loose, you can be, in your mind, you can be confident in knowing the Lord got you. Because if you playing and you lollygagging, when all hell break loose, you're going to be condemned, man. You're going to be out here scared and nervous, wondering, is the Lord going to kill me? Is he going to kill me yet? Oh, shit, I hope he don't kill me. You better have that confidence now by knowing you did what you're supposed to. Hit Revelations 2 and 5, bro.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 2 and verse 5. Remember, therefore, from whence thou art fallen. And
in fact, let's start at 4.
Verse 4. Nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love.
And this is your first love, this truth, not your woman, not your high school sweetheart,
That's right.
not the woman you lost your virginity to. This is your first love, man. Okay, being in this truth, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because we knew this at one time. Before all this was created, we knew this at one time if we be those elect, man. This is our first love, and we fell away from it. But now we're coming back to our love. So when you come back to your first love, man, you're supposed to grab her breast. You're supposed to, man, tear it up, man.
That's right.
Like you ain't seen her in so long. That feeling of just, that desire of having her back in your possession, you're supposed to go hard with it. But a lot of guys, they come to this truth, and they're lukewarm, and they treat this work like it's a damn burden. They don't want to do nothing, man. Go ahead.
Remember, therefore, from whence thou art fallen, and repent, and do the first works, or else I will come unto thee quickly, and will remove thy candlestick out of his place, except thou repent.
So the Lord is saying, either do the work or you're going to lose the fire, man. And when he take your fire away from you, only he can give it back to you. And there's a chance he won't give it back. Okay, so a lot of men who fall out is because the Lord gave them up to their own lust. A nigga that want to be lazy, a nigga that wants to put off things from day to day, the Lord's going to say, okay, I'm going to take the fire off you all the way. Now you don't want to go out there and teach no more since it was such a burden. Now I'm going to have it to where not only do you not go out there and teach, you don't even believe in the Bible no more. Now not only do you not only believe in the Bible no more, now I'm make you a tranny, man. Not only am I going to make you a tranny, okay, now I'm going to bug you out to the point you think it's okay and your woman going to leave you. I'm going to just totally break you down, man, because you wanted to be lukewarm and play with me.
Wake them up.
Okay, the Most High is saying, look, you either in it or you not in it. A nigga that's not in the truth, he respects more than a nigga that's supposedly in the truth and he ain't doing nothing.
That don't scare the shit out of somebody. I don't know what does.
Exactly,
Like,
man.
bro,
That's serious.
some shit that'll make you be like, God damn.
But that's the spirit.
Sorry, I'm not trying
that's
to
the
laugh.
spirit. No, that's the spirit.
Yeah.
You should be fearful. And that's a righteous spirit that you said that. Because only a nigga would just hear that and it just go past him like,
you talking about this shit.
yeah, like whatever, man. I don't even believe in that book anyway. Okay?
You see that nigga 2 weeks from now, he walking around in a skirt.
Man, for real. Blowing rods, man. And to him, it's normal. He don't even know he's bugged out, you know? Let's touch on Sirach 5 and 7.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 5, and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
So imagine a guy that's on the run from the mafia. He may have been getting away 2-3 years. One day, he just might be with his wife and his kids. He get caught up by the mob. They come, they gun him down.
That's right.
Not only do they gun him down, they might kill his family too. But in his mind, he could play with the mob boss. The mob boss in this case is Yahweh. Thinking that I could put off the Lord from day to day. I'll get to him on my time. Imagine saying that to somebody who's a king, somebody who's a monarch, and you got some peon telling you, basically through their actions, I'll get to you when I'm good and ready. But here it is, you own everything. You got this simpleton disrespecting you. Like this nigga here, boy, he gonna keep testing me. Here I am, humbling myself, trying to give him the word, trying to make him a prince and a king that he is, and he wants to keep pushing me off, putting me off, like I don't even exist. But then when it comes to a big booty woman, he'll pick up the phone on the first ring because he's trying to smash. But then this work, he treats it like it's going to work for Esau. I don't feel like doing this shit. I'm tired of this shit, man. There's times you might get irritated and you don't want to come out here, and you do it anyway because there's times you might get weak.
That's
But
right.
you have men who constantly feel like this is a burden. You got to watch out for men like that because they'll put that same spirit on you.
That's right.
Okay? So you can't put off the Lord from day to day. The Lord will kill you when you least expect it. You can only get away from the mob boss for so long before he assassinates you. And he might start with assassinating your character, bugging you out. Go ahead.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
And your security could be your house. You might be surrounded by your so-called goons. You still get took out, man. You can't run from the Lord. Whatever
right.
your security is, you might be on your couch, man. Okay? Let's touch on Proverbs 19, I believe it's 13.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, and verse 13. A foolish son is the calamity of his father, and the contentions of a wife are a continual dropping.
Keep going.
House and riches are House and riches are the inheritance of fathers, and a prudent wife is from the Lord.
I think it's verse 15.
Slothfulness,
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep.
So when you're slothful in this truth, the Most High eventually just puts you to sleep. He just takes you out the truth, man. You keep playing and you put off the Lord from day to day, He's going to take the spirit off of you, man.
That's right.
And then He'll have it to where you're thinking in your mind, you're all good. You'll be thinking in your mind, well, shoot, I'm just one guy. The Lord got plenty of other guys that can do what I'm doing. It's not like I was in the truth that long. I was only in the truth for 7 years. You know, I could just go on with my life. And no, man, it don't work like that. Because when you play the Lord, ultimately, He'll just give you over to your own device, man.
That's right.
You want to act like these niggas in the world, He'll just put you to sleep. You'll be just like them, waiting to be destroyed, man. Read that again, bro.
Slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger.
And the same thing works in the physical world. The same thing in the spirit world. Okay, that's the counterbalance. Just like with your body, when you work out, you got to chastise your body to get it stronger. Same with your spirit. Your spirit has to go through things for it to get stronger.
That's right.
So when you're lazy in the spirit, it's no different than a person who's lazy in the physical world. If you don't work, how you going to provide, man? How you going to eat? How you going to be able to put food in the fridge? How's your woman going to look at you, man? How your kids going to look at you when you telling them, shit, I don't like working, fuck that, I ain't working. We just have to figure it out. We got to work. It's not a matter of wanting to. We got to. It's a part of the curses.
That's
so
right.
Being in this truth, how much more is it important for you to be doing something? You got to work. The Most High is not just going to feed you spiritual blessings, and all you've been doing all month is scratching your ass, man. And then you thinking He's just going to give you a dream with all the answers. And all you did was pick your nose, you know, wipe your ass,
That's right.
showered about 3 times within a week. Okay, the Most High is not rocking with these lukewarm niggas, man. And to whoever it may apply to, repent, or your candlestick, your fire will be took away from you. Okay? Go ahead.
House and riches are the inheritance of fathers, and a prudent wife is from the Lord. Slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep, and idle soul shall suffer hunger.
Now, I want to touch back on the verse before, Sirach 5 and 7, because we're going to instantly jump to the next scripture, and I want that to be the platform for it because it lines up perfectly. So we're going to go from, after you read Sirach 5 and 7, we're going to go to Amos 6.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 5, and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security shall thou be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
Perfect. Amos 6 and 3. So, like he said, He will destroy you in your security when you least expect it. Don't be playing the Lord off to the side like He's some side hoe, man. You better realize who you're dealing with. Okay? You gotta honor who He is, man. You gotta respect who He is. You gotta reverence Him with a severe fear, man.
That's right.
For real. Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 6, verse 3. Ye that put far away the evil day, and cause the seat of violence to come near.
And a lot of you musicians, you celebrities are doing that.
That's
you
right.
R&B singers, you so-called rappers especially, a lot of your music promotes so much folly that for that 3-4 minutes, if you bugged out, you're going to think the world's normal, man. You're going to think ain't nothing going on. You're going to think America just going to go on forever. Things are just going to be normal as it's always been. Okay? Not so. Y'all are really helping to further the New World Order by putting Jake to sleep through your music.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Ye that put far away the evil day, and cause the seat of violence to come near, that lie upon the beds of ivory and stretch themselves out upon their couches.
So you got a lot of men, because of their music, being in the music industry, they living good, man. They living in big old mansions. They got a nice sofa, nice banging fireplace, man. The carpet all nice and clean, look brand new like it's never been walked on. They got all this space where they yell, they voice echo, man. They might have a pillar, a couple pillars in the middle of the hallway showing you how tall the damn house is, man. They might have it like that. Okay, go ahead.
Upon their couches, and eat the lambs out of the flock, and the calves out of the midst of the stall.
which means they eating good. They getting fat out here. You know, when Jake get money, Jake be saying, hey man, look, you been eating good, bro. That means you got it. You eating. You got money. Go ahead.
That chant to the sound of the viol and invent to themselves instruments of music like David.
They might want to write up a song. Oh man, shit, I got this banging that song, bro. You wanna feature? Da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? And then you write the song down. You drinking, everything's all good. You looking at your accomplishments, looking at your success, not acknowledging the wrath of the Lord is upon you, kind of like FBG Duck.
That's right.
Okay, he got killed in broad daylight, and when he woke up that day, I'm sure he had a good feeling in his mind, thinking, "I'm gonna spend some money. I got some money. I'm gonna spend this shit, and then I'm gonna flaunt, I'm gonna floss, I'm gonna go hard, make another album. I'm gonna push another song, whatever." Yep. And then not knowing the wrath of the Most High was just waiting, man, just lurking in the corner. The death angel just waiting, man, rubbing his hands together like it's just a matter of time. When the Lord say go, I'm taking you out. You don't even know the Most High got a hit on you right now. It's just not time yet. People don't know, man. There's literally death angels surrounding people, and they can't touch them yet because it ain't time yet.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That chant to the sound of the viol and invent to themselves instruments of music like David, that drink wine and bowls and anoint themselves with the chief ointments, but they are not grieved for the affliction of Joseph.
That's why a lot of these musical celebrities, man, they ain't thinking about the hell we catching.
That's
Okay,
right.
Ice Cube, he pretending a little bit, but ultimately, it's gonna take more than coming out and saying how black people need to vote. Well, not vote, but he's not really with the voting, but how saying black people need to come together and we gotta pretty much fight for something. Like, what are you fighting for? There's nothing for you to have here.
That's right.
Esau snatched it all. Anything that we have here is a hand-me-down. How are you going to go to the one who robbed you and say, sir, can I have my stuff back? Or could you at least share with me, sir?
Wake them up.
They're going to look at you like, kick you back and say, no, and then spit on you. Because we took your shit, it's ours now. You think if the Gadites got together and did a rain dance and asked for peace and said, give us our land back, that the Edomites were just going to say, I agree. We did something that was wrong. We have to give them everything back. They're not going to do that. So, you know, you have certain celebrities, they'll try to speak on little things that don't really matter. They're not really telling you how to get out of this position. The only way is to serve the Lord. Because even if you make it in this world, you're still under the clutches of Esau. And at any time, he could just pull your plug, he'll take your fame from you, have your name garnished, have you out here looking like a crackhead when you ain't touched crack a day in your life.
That's right.
But now they got articles on you talking about you smoking crack. They got articles talking about you raped somebody. They'll just break you down, man. Okay? So there ain't nothing in this society that you, Jake, can say you own, and you might be doing better than other Israelites, but everything that you have could be took from you at any time. And not only that, your life could be took from you at any time.
That's
and
right.
More than likely, you know, you not repenting, the wrath of the Lord is going to be your casualty. Okay? So you can have it now. You can have this nice, lavish lifestyle, man. And Jake might be on the sideline kind of envious at the prosperity of the wicked, but ultimately you can't get caught up in that. What is that? Try Psalm 72. It might be 73 or something. I don't know. But try like the first verse, first couple verses.
Shall judge thy people with righteousness, and thy judgment not supreme. He shall judge the poor.
Try 73. Try like the second, around the second or third verse.
But as for me, my feet were almost gone, and my steps were never swift.
Okay, third verse. Third verse.
Yeah, that's how the envious at the foolish.
Yeah, that one.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 73, verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
And you don't want to fall in that spirit though. Because yeah, it's easy to see these niggas doing good, and you over here catching hell, you ain't got it like they got it, and you over here trying to do the right thing. don't fall into that spirit, because it's easy to do so, because they're fools, man. They're gonna die.
That's
the judgment of the Lord is just waiting to attack, man. It's
Wake
just
'em
waiting
up.
to pounce on them. So you might jump in that spirit. Just rebuke that spirit, because you got something far better, man. Go ahead.
For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
That's why we live in a world where some of the most untalented people seem to be thriving the most.
That's right.
Because in this society, it's not about so much your talent, it's who you know and how far you're willing to go in your wickedness. The more wicked you can be, the further you can go. If you're willing to be a sodomite, you can go far in this world, man. If you're willing to be an adulterer, you can go far in this world. But when you're trying to do the right thing and you're seeing everybody else prosper, the Most High is not just going to have you starving either.
That's right.
You know, not saying there's not brothers in the truth who may not be thousandaires. They might be millionaires in the truth. I don't know them, but that don't mean they don't exist. But ultimately, when you see the prosperity of these wicked niggas, don't let that be what draws you away from the Lord.
That's right.
Don't let that uninspire you to keep going and fighting for the whole universe. Because what they got, they've obtained not even an increment of what we're going to receive. We're going to make the elites of this world look like bugs.
That's right.
Period. And they're trillionaires. We're going to make them look poor when we're in the kingdom. I'm telling you, man, the Most High is going to have us on a level so high that our words do not do justice. Our words really belittle the kingdom of heaven, because we can't even tell you how great it's going to be. It's like when we try, we're stepping it back because we're not even close. Okay? Go ahead.
But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the sight of the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
And our people follow after Esau. They're the wicked as well.
That's right.
That's why John 8:44 says, ye are of your father the devil. That was Yahweh Shai talking to them wicked scribes and Pharisees who were Israelites. Okay? Let's touch on, what verse was that?
That was verse 3.
Let's jump to the Apocrypha. Hit Sirach 11 and 25.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 25.
The Sirach, Ecclesiasticus.
Ooh, that's where I messed up. No, it isn't my fault. It's like as I said, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 11, verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction.
You have a lot of men, when they make it, they forget where they come from, so to speak. You might hear Jake say, and it's a thin line, because you have people, they might just be haters. But you have those who are just being honest, and they'll say, hey, man, he forgot where he came from, man. Ever since he got that money, he ain't been the same. He done changed. In some cases, in a lot of cases, that's true. Because when you become prosperous, and you're not in the spirit, you forget about the days you were eating noodles every day.
That's
You
right.
forget about the days when your mom couldn't get no milk, so you use water for your damn Golden Crisp or whatever, man. You forget about all that because you got it now. And then what do? You start to shit on other people. Jake do that a lot, man. When you get money, the first thing you do, you want to shit on other Jake by saying, look what I got. You're holding the phone to your ear, which just means money's calling. Because all you think about is money, 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 money. And then you'll show out in front of the women, try to make your boys look like they're less than you, because now that you're prospering, you forgot where you came from.
That's right.
Okay? Read that again.
In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
Proverbs 20 and 6. So when we get the kingdom, we're going to forget about this. We are going to forget about this hell when we get our prosperity, though. But see, in the kingdom, we're not going to remember this, man. We ain't going to be thinking about this. We're going to be too happy, man.
That's
We
right.
ain't going to be dying on negative thoughts and what we had to go through, man. We just going to be happy all the time, man. The only times we're going to be mournful is on certain holy days, man. Okay? Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 6. Most men will proclaim every one his own goodness,
So everybody speaks well of themselves. You hear these celebrities all the time speaking well of themselves. You get around, certain people, and because they're trying to impress a female or impress somebody else, they're speaking well of themselves. Everybody can do that, man. The only way we're going to be justified is through the heavens, through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Not because we speak well of ourselves, not because I pushed a hot album and I went platinum, man. Not because I done slept with over 2,000 women going on tour within the past 3 years, man. Anybody can speak well of themselves. Most people do that, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Most men will proclaim every one his own goodness, but a faithful man who can find it.
But who's going to find a faithful man? A man who's humble, who lets others speak well of him. Instead of big up in yourself, others will do that for you, man. You ain't got to, I did this, I did that. Trying to please a woman that don't mean nothing, who's not even impressed by you, and you thinking you're impressing her by trying to say all your accomplishments. Okay, this is about humility, man. The Lord is going to be the one to exalt us, man. And when he exalts us, no one's going to be able to match that, man.
That's right.
Your mind can't even match it. And your mind has one hell of an imagination. You can't imagine what the Lord got for us, man. No matter how clear or vivid your imagination is, the Lord is going to kill your expectations by far.
That's right.
Okay? So when we get exalted through the Lord, that will be our time to speak well of ourselves and be proud and arrogant in righteousness. Right now, we catching hell. We just hoping to get saved, man. We're just hoping to be of the elect. All right? Go ahead.
Most men will proclaim every one his own goodness, but a faithful man who can find.
Psalms 39:3.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 39, verse 3. My heart was hot within me while I was musing. The fire burned. Then spake I with my tongue. Lord, make me to know my end and the measure of my days. What is it?
Keep going.
That I may know how frail I am. Behold, thou hast made my days handbreadth, and my age is as nothing before thee. Verily, every man at his best state is altogether sealed.
Again.
Behold, thou hast made my days in handbreadth, and mine age is as nothing before thee. Verily, every man at his best state is altogether vanity, sealed.
There. So, man at his best state is vain in the eyes of the Lord. Vain. You can be a damn trillionaire in the eyes of the Lord. That don't mean shit to him. That's vanity.
That's right.
Man at his best don't mean shit in the eyes of the Lord, man. All that matters is, are you pleasing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai? The Lord don't give a damn about nothing. If you ain't talking about what he about, if you ain't about his will, he don't give a damn about you speaking well of yourself, your accomplishments, your 5, 6, 7 car garage, your banging ass trophy wife.
That's right.
He don't care about that, man. Because man at his best state don't mean shit. It don't mean nothing. To the Lord, a rich man and a poor man is the same damn thing.
Wake him up!
Ultimately, who's doing his will? That's who he's looking for. Okay? One more time, bro. I'm sorry. And then we'll pull out a couple more and be done.
Behold, thou hast made my days as an handbreadth, and mine age is as nothing before thee. Verily, every man at his best state is altogether vanity and sealed.
Psalms 143. Very first verse. So that's humbling, man. I don't care who it is. Instead of being envious at the prosperity of the wicked, understand. Just because somebody's doing better than you, ultimately, that don't mean a damn thing, man.
That's right.
Because the Most High ain't judging you off of how nice your shoes are. He ain't looking at one brother, oh, he got J's on. Yeah, I'm going to rock with him. But he rocking some Shaqs. Yeah, I ain't dealing with that guy. The Lord ain't thinking like that, man. That's nigga shit.
That's right. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 143, verse 1. A psalm of David. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Give ear to my supplications in thy faithfulness. Answer me in thy righteousness. and enter not into judgment with thy servant. For in thy sight shall no living man be justified.
So, speaking well of yourself, ultimately you're trying to justify yourself. Well, if you try to justify yourself in the eyes of the Lord, you fail every time.
That's right.
He's going to tell you, he's going to swat your shot, as I like to say, man. You can try to shoot your best shot, he's going to swat it every time, man. Your only justification is ultimately if you're of the elect, okay? And not only that, you have to be given mercy. Without that, you don't have no chance, man.
That's right.
Period. It's not about your money. It's not about how good a woman look, how big her booty is, man. The Most High will kill a big booty bitch.
That's right.
The Most High will kill a rich man. Okay? He ain't worried about that. He worried about who's doing his will. In sincerity, man. And not lukewarm. Go ahead.
A psalm of David. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Give ear to my supplications in thy faithfulness. Answer me and in thy righteousness. And enter not into judgment with thy servant.
And how is he not going to judge us? What's going to keep us from getting judged by the Lord, man? Doing this work. Being diligent. Ultimately, we'll close that out. Hit James 5:20. We're going to go back to James.
This is the book of James, chapter 5, verse 20. Let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death and shall hide a multitude of sins.
That's how we're going to get saved, man. In terms of those who are out here to be the 144,000, those are the men that are going to do this work. They're going to be saved off of doing this work, prophesying, teaching, saving a man by telling him the way to go, and then he turns back. He might be heavy in the streets. He might need answers, man.
That's right.
And as long as this truth's been out, somehow, some way, maybe he just ain't heard it. Don't ask me how, but it's possible. There's a lot of people who may not have heard the word. And when they see you or they come across your videos and you actually, are out here teaching in sincerity, you're pushing the true doctrine, you're erasing a lot of your sins and transgressions through your works. So not doing this, ultimately, you're adding that whole list on that receipt that you can't pay for. You're pretty much saying, I'm going to just try to pay for it myself, which means you got to die for that. Because if Yahweh Shai is not going to pay your tab because you're not doing what he asks, he has to kill you, man. Read that again.
Let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death and shall hide a multitude of sins.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. We'll probably close it out there.
This is the book of Philippians, chapter 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only,
So
but...
this is Paul speaking, talking to the church, because it's easy to do right when you're around another brother in the truth. But then it's another thing when you're not around a brother. What things are you doing?
That's right.
How are you when he's not around? Go ahead.
Only, but now, much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling.
You got to fear the Lord. You got to tremble because you know the fear of the Lord. Why would you tremble at something there's no need to fear? When you hear about peace and mercy, you ain't got to fear and tremble because he's merciful all the time. He's always happy. He's always forgiving. He's telling you, look, you got to be persuaded. You got to fear and tremble. Even when you're not around other brothers in this truth, you got to carry your way the same way.
That's right.
Okay? You got to tremble. And you might feel in your mind, I'm going to just do this one more time. And that's your last time, man. The Most High is like, I'm done. I'm done with you, man. A nigga might think, let me just pop this chick one more time, man. I know she got a man. Man, really, she supposed to be with me anyway. I knew her first. Just one more time. I just got to, that be the last goddamn time, man. Okay?
What's that movie that Undertaker does where he goes, it's something like,
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my stuff, too.
Yeah.
I used to watch wrestling all the
it's
time.
like,
growing up.
brothers don't know that one little last thing.
Yeah.
Most I can just right.
It's a wrap, man. Yeah.
Good odds, but
Hit 13.
Verse 13. For it is God which worketh in you, both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Do all things without murmuring and disputing, that ye may be blameless and harmless.
James 7 and 32.
That the dog has a purpose.
We're going to close it with that for him.
I mean 5 and 32.
7 and 32.
James.
Jeremiah 7 and 32.
Oh, Jeremiah. Bugged out, bro.
It's all right. The Lord did it to him. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 7, verse 32. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that shall no more be called Tophet, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. For they shall bury in Tophet till there be no place.
And that's speaking of today, man. And this place is going to be known as the Valley of Slaughter because the Lord's going to slaughter a lot of Israelites.
That's right.
You're silly, man. You're dumb as hell. The Lord can't do nothing with you, man. You're dumb. And oftentimes, you know, when you see Jake bugged out like that, the Lord put demons on him, man. The Lord did that to that Jake, man. Because, you know, he was scoffing, but really, how can you scoff when the Lord bugged you out?
That's
we
right.
should be scoffing you. But being the man that we are, we're not going to go out of our way and waste our time and worry about him. We're just going to pull out the scriptures, man. Go ahead.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord.
Take it through 34.
Saith the Lord, that shall no more be called Tophet, nor the valley of the son of Hinnom, but the valley of slaughter. For they shall bury in Tophet till there be no place. And the carcasses of the people, and the carcasses of this people shall be meat for the fowls of the heaven, and for the beasts of the earth.
So the Most High gonna have some of you, Jake, man, your bodies are gonna be getting ate by birds, man. They're gonna be picking at your skin. All right? Go ahead.
And none shall pray them away. Then will I cause to cease from the cities of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth.
So the Most High gonna knock your laughs off your face, man.
That's
A lot
right.
of you, Jake, think this is a joke. It's funny. He gonna kill all that, man. Go ahead.
And from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. For the land shall be desolate.
So the Most High gonna kill all you niggas, man. If you ain't of the elect, just know the Most High, he got it coming for you, man.
That's
And
right.
that's why we out here. We out here for the elect, nothing else. But we're gonna go on ahead and wrap it up. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And until next time, Shalom.